Today we're looking at Clank, a deck building adventure by Paul Denon, published by Direwolf Digital and Renegade Game Studio. It's for 2 to 4 players and takes 60 to 90 minutes to play. In this game, you'll be traveling through the dungeon, trying to collect the most valuable treasures to get the most points at the end of the game when the dragon strikes. So, on your turn, you'll be playing cards from your hand. You start with a very simple deck with not many good cards. You have cards like the Stumble, the Add a Clank. They're very simple. You just take one of these cubes from your supply and add it to the Clank area. Then you have other symbols like boots. For each boot symbol, you can move a room. So I have 2 boot symbols, so I can move 2 spaces. If you move into a crystal cave like this area, you can't spend any more boots that turn. If you had more, you must stop and stay there. If you see this symbol, that means you have to spend an extra boot. So in order to move from here to here, I have to spend 2 boots. If you move into a room with a face down secret, you can just pick it up and take it. So this one will just get me 2 coins. There's lots of other ones. Like this is a dragon egg. It's worth 3 points at the end of the game, but it makes the dragon angry. So you move the dragon up this tracker. And this makes it so you have to draw more cubes whenever the dragon attacks. So that makes it more dangerous to stay in the dungeon. These larger secret tokens are just simply more valuable. This is a 2 hearts, lets you heal 2 on the health track down here. Because if this ever fills up, you are knocked out, and you, if you're below the line when that happens, you are just eliminated, you score 0 points. But if you're above this line, you still get to score your points, but you have to just stop playing. So you do that, and there's also sword icons that are on some cards. You can spend swords for a couple different things. The first is you can use it to defeat monsters. So there's monsters that will be in the card row here. So this one costs 2 swords to defeat, and if you do it, you get 3 coins, and that's just discarded. There's also a goblin over here, which is always available to be defeated. And then moving from room to room, like if I want to move from this room to this room, this has a little goblin icon. You have to spend 1 sword to do that, or take a damage. So that's what swords are used for. This skill that you have right here, this is how you recruit more cards. The costs are right here in the bottom corner, 6, 4, 3, 2. Some cards have special acquire effects. So for this one right here, as soon as you get that card in your deck, you get to heart 1, so you get to heal. And it's also worth points at the end of the game. And they just go into your deck and help make it better. There's also these devices, the purple cards. They're a one-time use, so you spend the skill to acquire it, and you get to choose your effect, and then it gets discarded out of the game. And some cards also have an arrive effect, so as soon as you reveal that card from the top of the deck, you get to do that thing. So this is, we put 3 of the black cubes back in the dragon bag, so make it so you can stay a little bit longer. Whenever you reveal a card that has this dragon attack symbol, that's when the dragon strikes. So we look at where the dragon is on this track. Right now it's at the 3 spot. So we reach into the dragon bag and pull 3 cubes out. So black ones are fine. But if you pull one of your cubes out of there, you get hit and it goes on here, and that has how you can die. Down in the depths of the dungeon, there's the market where you can spend 7 coins to acquire one of these helpful little things. A backpack makes it so you can carry 2 artifacts. A key makes it so you can move through locked rooms, and the crown just gives you points. Locked rooms are these paths right here. In order to move there, you have to have the key. And these are the artifacts. You can only pick up 1 of them unless you have the backpack to carry an extra one, and they're worth quite a few points. There's a 30 point away over there. So once you get an artifact, you can head back up the top of the dungeon if you want. And as soon as you make it out, you grab one of these 20 point tokens, and you are placed on this track, and you move forward 1 space every time when it would be your turn, and you don't take a turn, but you do a dragon attack, and you have to do some extra cube pulls based on where you are. And once you get to here, everyone who isn't out of the dungeon yet just stops where they are and is either eliminated or knocked out based on if they're above or below the line, and the game ends and you score up your points. And that's how you play. This is a really fun deck building game. It's one of our favorites. You can get a lot of variability in the cards, and there's lots of expansions with new boards and new cards that help mix it up, and it's just a really fun time.